For all of these reasons, we're introducing the JumpCloud Password Manager, right? So single sign-on has been our bread and butter for many years. One of the biggest requests that we've been getting is, when are you going to offer a password manager? So you do single sign-on, that's fantastic, but there are still gaps. Our users are still using passwords, and we don't have a lot of visibility and control over these passwords. You're forcing us to go to third-party password management vendors for password management. When are you going to introduce a password manager that complements your offering, fills the gap that single sign-on has to offer, and is centrally managed through the JumpCloud admin console? That's exactly what this does. So the JumpCloud Password Manager fills the gap. So the user authenticates into JumpCloud. Once they're into their JumpCloud authenticated device, then they're logged in through single sign-on flows when services are set up and supported, and the password manager takes over and seamlessly logs users in for password-based accounts. For the users, all of this looks seamless. They just have one unified experience. They don't need to have a JumpCloud, another password manager, another MFA provider. All of this is supported through JumpCloud, and it's one seamless experience across the board. And it's something that you can deploy across every tenant. So if you have specific customers that need it, you could deploy it to just these customers. If you think that password management is a necessity that every single one of your customers should need, then you have also the ability to be able to deploy it at scale across your customer base. Now, these are the features that are part of the password manager at launch. We decided to start with launch an offline password manager that stores the credentials on the devices, that acts as a hybrid between a fully offline password manager and a cloud-based password manager. That means that the credentials are going to be stored locally across your users' devices, but they're going to sync in an end-to-end encrypted way between the different devices and users that are part of the organization. For end users, the experience is the same. They just add a password, it syncs to any other device or user that needs to have access to it. In the back end, it's working in a decentralized way where there's an end-to-end encrypted communication stream happening. It's all seamless though. The password manager apps are available on all major platforms at launch. So we have an iOS app, an Android app for mobile support. We also have Windows, Mac, Linux apps for desktop support. And we have browser extensions for all major browsers, with Safari coming later this year. The password manager autofills passwords and 2FAs, but also credit card information and identities in the browser. And it also allows you to share passwords, 2FAs, and other types of secrets via shared folders. Your users can create the shared folders, they can add other users to it, and the passwords get shared in a seamless way. There's different permissioning levels that you can set up. Rob's going to walk us through a demo in a couple of minutes, and it's going to show us all of these details. The password manager has a strong and unique password generator to generate, obviously, strong and unique passwords whenever a user is signing up or resetting a specific account. There are password strength reports that are generated and shown to the users so they can take action and improve the password hygiene that they have in their current vault. It's obviously deeply integrated with the JumpCloud Open Directory platform, so the same user identity is the one that we use for single sign-on, MFA, device management, and now password management. So provisioning, deprovisioning, enrolling through user groups, and just gaining visibility over user actions and device actions as a whole is consolidated. It's really a unified experience that makes it much easier for you to be able to manage this aspect of the infrastructure of your business. There's centralized management of the password manager from within the JumpCloud admin console, where you already manage single sign-on, devices, MFA, and other types of features that JumpCloud has to offer. Finally, we have API support to control provisioning user access and deprovisioning user access to the password manager, and we'll expand on API support later in the year. So I've talked a lot about the features, the positioning, why it's important, how it works for MSPs at a high level, but I'll turn it over to Rob to walk you through a thorough demo of how the product works, and that should answer a lot of the questions that you might be starting to get now.
Please subscribe and check out more content from us.